the extreme sport that's going around the world. Hello, welcome to a new section of How Do You Do It? Today, we have a very special guest who will talk more about this sport that I bet didn't know it exists. A strong greeting to Mariana Gongora.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm so excited to be here and to be able to share one of my passions with the world.
We are glad you're here. And well, tell us, what's the name of the sport you play?
Well, I have been practicing caving for 5 years and consisting of exploration of underground geological cavities, using specific techniques and descent and displacement equipment for sport and playful purposes. Like few sports, caving provides opportunity to enjoy true adventures to such a wide range of participants.
And now, what led you to want to practice this sport? I mean, among so many options, this one is very peculiar.
Well, I have always wanted to play an extreme sport, but I have so many options that I didn't know which one to start with. So after trying several alternatives, I discovered this activity, and it was like love at first climbing. I still remember my first expedition. It was with my family, and I was only 12 years old.
That's great. And what rules should I follow?
Well, to provide greater security to the tourists, they must complete with at least the following. Form groups of at least 4 people and maximum 12. It is very important not to make expeditions alone. Review the proper functioning of the own equipment and that of the group that will take the touring caves before and at the beginning of the dive. Conduct a previous study of the environment of the cave and establish an entry and an exit route. Have a surface support equipment. In other words, a person who knows the schedule of dispatch, established and trained in emergency procedures. Respect the cave. In other words, do not damage, scratch, pull out, mark, or modify in any way the inside of the group. In case the conditions of the place are not optimal, it will be at the discretion of each person to reduce the size of the group or cancel the shipment.
Very important. What equipment do I need to compete?
Well, basic equipment per person consists of an adjustable helmet, preferably closed rubber and washable shoes, glove, multi-purpose knife, hammer, ice screws, floor friction resisting clothing, insulating tape, at least 3 light sources with at least 24 hours duration, preferably waterproof, spare batteries, an emergency whistle, maps of the area, a rope, harnesses, clothing, and spare shoes, a bottle of water, protein, a compass, and a first aid kit. The latter 2 can be 1 per group.
Incredible. I would never have imagined it. And what reference in popular culture can we find about this sport?
I have to mention the movie The Descent of 2005. It's a slightly exaggerated and scary version of what you might expect with Kevin. But remember, it's just fiction. Daring to compete in your own flesh is a totally different experience than what's projected in the movie.
Wow, I am sure after this interview there will be a lot of people interested in caving. Thank you very much, Mariana. It was a pleasure to meet you and talk to you.
Pleasure is mine. Whenever you want and have free time, we can compete together.
Write me down at once. Thank you for hearing us to the end. My name is Kenneth Guevara, and don't miss the new section of
How do you do it?